again, you can get away with it. That's kind of awkward to me, but you can probably do something like that and get away with it. But imagine knowing how to pulse on that triple, that triple, that triple, that triple, that. It really opens it up a whole lot. The last one I wanted to show you guys, I didn't have enough space. It looks like I had space on the paper, but trust me, I got all the way to the edges, and when we made the copy, there was more stuff on the sides. I had 60 of them, I wasn't going to handwrite 60 of them, so. But it's the same concept, it's just not in cut time. The Lagrange is a real simple, straightforward song by ZZ Top, and it kind of sounds like this. And it's killer on the right foot. Because what's happening is you're playing the shuffle with your foot minus one beat. Triple, 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 triple. While your top is going like this. And even by itself, that's a lot of movement for a lot of people. But then you add the foot, and then you add the pain. You got to get to the point of feeling comfortable with it. You know. For a nice little pushiness on here. And it's a really cool fill that they do. That's my version of it, but it's like, I gotta get it upside down. It's really fun. The guitar's going, yeah. And you know the guitar player's having fun when the drool starts coming down. And you see that big puddle there? You know you're doing a really good job. So, and this might be a little embarrassing, but by the way, this is Gigi. Raise your hand. Gigi recently got into a magazine called Focus, and she did a really cool thing. She's helping some people with some financial issues. She had a birthday come up. I guess it happens like once a year or something like that. And all the proceeds that she got, she went ahead and gave to this charity event thing. She's an excellent drummer person, and it did a really nice event on her. And you know, congratulations. How old are you now?
11.
She's only 11 years old. Imagine what's going to happen. Give her a hand. If I say your name, if you wouldn't mind raising your hand just real briefly. Tony Miller, keep him up, please. Ernie Garawa. Come on, Ernie. He's right there. Hey, I know he's right there. Raise your hand. We got Sammy. Where's Sammy? Where's Sammy? Hi. Hi, Sammy. He's the drum off winner last year for all of us, and he won the drum off competition.
Yeah.
Samuel back there, say hello, please. Excellent. And I gotta tell you, there are so many great drummers here in Austin and the Round Rock area kind of thing. There's so many great teachers. And I'm just glad that I get to know a lot of these guys. And I feel privileged to really be associated with them kind of thing. And I tell you, when you guys, as you get older and you spend more time with things, you know, really appreciate the people that came before you or that are with you, because it's really not a competition, or maybe it shouldn't be a competition. For some people it is. For other people, I think it's a sense of achievement, it's a sense of community, it's a sense of helping each other out kind of thing, not holding things back, but encouraging betterment in other people's playing performances and something like that. And especially if you're a teacher out there, or if you want to be a teacher, you've really got to care about the people that you take care of. You've got to care about them not only because of their progress, but because of who they are. And in that process of caring about them, things are going to happen. But David's over there smiling at me. This guy, he's going to embarrass you for a second. He's going to college to be a band major guy, right? To be a
high school band director.
Of mine, and I always tell you, he used to drive me nuts. Oh, Mr. Ed, why don't you make some bumper stickers to promote yourself? Mr. Ed, why don't you make these stickers to put on your car? Mr. Ed, you can get in the newspaper. He's always thinking ahead on things. And that's exactly what he's doing for himself, and I think it's the coolest thing ever. Yeah. So, The last thing I wanted to say was, when I host drum clinics where I teach, I have a lot of people that come in to do that for me, and I'm very thankful for that. I always ask them, is there one golden nugget piece of information that you would like to share with my kids that you wish you would have known when you were first starting out, that would have helped you out a whole lot better had you known earlier, kind of thing? And I was thinking about that myself, and there's three things I want to give to you guys. Patience, practice, and perseverance. And Mr. Roberts said that a lot to me too. Ernie, I had to tell you, he's just not only a great guy, a great drummer, just a great friend. I love him to death. You know, be patient with yourself. You're not going to be able to go as fast as maybe you want to do it, but if you stick with something long enough and then you give yourself a break, you'll be able to get better at it. The practice, you know, Netflix. Watch Netflix while you're doing those rhythms that you hate to do. And pick a bunch of movies, you know, just go with it. Because if you're not watching a movie, 5 minutes takes an hour. If you're watching a movie, an hour goes by in 5 minutes. You know, it's just really cool stuff. But practice a lot. You know, if you don't have the time to practice or a place to practice, find one. Find a really good teacher. You know, Tony Miller, Rennie Durawa, Mr. Samuels. Find someone that's going to care about your progress. It's really cool stuff. And the last thing is the perseverance. You know, I played clarinet for 7.5 years. It was a long 7.5 years. And I have nothing against clarinet players. I love the clarinet, Benny Goodman, all the sounds are beautiful. My aunt came up to me one day when I was in the 6th grade and she said, "Hey, why don't you be in band?" I said, "Okay." And she said, "Why don't you take the clarinet?" I said, "Why?" "Because we have one in the attic and it's free." Okay. So I took the clarinet for 7.5 years. I did pretty good at it. Got to be the drum major for my high school, all that good stuff. So I got away from the clarinet. I got to do this all day. It was cool too. And but persevere. Now, even though I didn't have a really great background at first, I had a good musical background. And persevere through those things that you find challenging. And most of all, I just want to thank you guys so much for letting me do this in front of you, because I love to do this. And I get to take care of my family. I have 5 kids. I got a wife. I've got my house. You know, I've got 2 dogs, all that stuff. And I'm able to pay for all that because I get to play the drums. And I'm very happy that you people let me do this kind of thing, because if you didn't like what I was doing, I wouldn't be able to do what I love to do. And having friends who do it too, and being able to help them out and them help me out, I appreciate that very much too. So thank you very much and have a very good day.